Well, there's tonight's supper. It's Tuesday night. That's what I'm having. Some pork chops. We're gonna have some corn and some kind of potato, possibly fried potatoes. Well, now that I told you that, what I'm having for supper, I'm gonna go down and check on the animals. It's kind of windy out here. I hope I'm talking loud enough where you can hear me and stuff. But anyhow, I got a strange phone call today. I don't know necessarily how strange it was. It was one of those scam type calls. They pretend to be some kind of telemarketer or something, but it's a scam. What they done is an automated message saying my IP address had been, it's under, under attack is I think how they worded it. It was under attack, and that they need to talk to me as soon as possible so I can get a new IP address. So I knew it was a scam, and then as soon as they said press 1 to talk to an agent, so I pressed 1, and as soon as I done that, there's a couple geese flying. But anyways, as soon as I pressed 1, some foreigner come on there. He had troubles understanding, and he's trying to scam me, of course. And I just asked him, how come you guys get on the phone and try scamming people? And click, he hung up. I looked at the number, and it was a local telephone number, a local cell phone number. And so I called it back, and it rang through, and it went to voicemail of a gentleman. So I called and left it, when I called him, I left a message saying, hey, I just got a phone call from this number, but it was an automated telephone call, and then it was the hackers, or scammers I should say. They're trying to hack into my computer system, telling me my IP address has been hacked and I needed a new one. And the guy called me back a little while later and asked me who I was, and I told him. And he asked me how old I was, and I told him. And he asked me where I lived or where I was from, and I told him. And he lived in Salix, which is a town where one of my sons live. And got talking a little bit, and I told him a little bit about myself. He was that curious, and I had nothing to hide, so I told him. And found out that he works the same place my wife does, just in a different part of the plant. He works maintenance, and I told him my wife worked in the lab, and he says, well, what's your wife's name? I told him. He said, well, I don't know any of the women that work in there. He says, I've seen them all, he didn't know who my wife was. So it was kind of a pleasant conversation. We talked for an hour. He said he was 61, and he said he lives in Salix. I found out that he was divorced after 31 years, has a couple sons, proud of his kids. His dad's still alive, and his dad's like 91 years old, and he's planning on going and visiting him in July and wanting all of his kids to get together and go see their grandpa. But the one son, he hasn't got him convinced to go see his grandpa. So I don't know what the deal is, why he don't want to go see his grandpa, or where this guy's dad's at. But anyways, it's kind of an interesting conversation. So you never know where them scam telephone calls are going to lead you, The guy acted like he was joyed that he got to talk to somebody civil. Like I said, we talked about an hour. Told him where I lived and everything. So who knows, he might end up looking my wife up at work and telling her how pleasant of a guy I am. I don't know. But I thought I'd just throw that story out there to you. I'm going to go down and check on the animals. But I'll see you all later. And don't forget, I love you. And don't be afraid to be friendly to some people, even if they are strangers. They might not be so strange once you get to know them. See y'all later.